Hi Leo, welcome to your astrology forecast for March 2023. You can use this forecast for your sun, moon, and rising. And just bear in mind that the dates and times may vary slightly depending on where you live. And I'm also working with a whole sign house system for this forecast. Now, you can screenshot the video right now to save the key dates that will impact you in March 2023. As you can see, there are a lot of key dates. A lot of stuff is going to go down during this month, and everyone, and I mean everyone, is going to feel it, including you. And you're going through some major changes that we're going to discuss. Now, on the screen, you can see your chart, and we have Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, Jupiter, Uranus, and Mars. You may not see Venus, the Sun, the Moon, and Mercury, and that's because they are moving so fast this month and there's just not enough space right now to include them in the chart, so I'm just leaving them out. But as you can see on the right hand of the screen, you have all the key dates. Now let's talk about March. As soon as we enter March, for some this may be on the 1st, others on the 2nd, we will have a Venus and Jupiter conjunction in your ninth house. So Venus rules over love, relationships, creativity, pleasure. Jupiter rules over joy, optimism, expansion, and spirituality and positivity. So together, these energies are beautiful and very abundant and very prosperous in your ninth house of higher learning, of education, of spiritual beliefs and philosophies. However, this conjunction is joined by Chiron, which is also in Aries, and Chiron is the wounded healer who reminds us of our deepest pains and wounds and memories. So, although this is a beautiful conjunction and there's a lot of energy, a lot of creativity, a lot of abundance available, you may be reminded of some past wound or memory. This could be a memory from other lifetimes that is still within you and your soul is still holding on to. And this may have to do with your spiritual belief systems. This may have to do with religion. There's a wound here that's going to definitely come up that has to do with what you believe in. So, this is an opportunity to do the shadow work. Jupiter is all about optimism and spirituality too. So this is a time where, on one hand, you're feeling very excited and you're feeling like you're expanding in your spirituality, but then Chiron is reminding you of a wound that you may have. Now, whenever we have Chiron in the mix, you got to get into alchemist mode. You have the opportunity to clear away any wounds, any sadness that does not serve you. If you want to expand, if you want to expand your horizons, that's what the ninth house and Jupiter energy is all about. If you want to grow and evolve and expand on your spirituality and your self development, which is very highlighted and emphasized this month, then you need to clear away anything that has a hold on you. Perhaps in childhood you were forced to believe in something, or perhaps your own personal belief systems were not accepted by others. Maybe these issues, these emotions will come up, and you just have to be the alchemist and release those wounds or those memories and remind yourself that you are the chosen one. You are here to be on your own path and create your own path for yourself, and nothing can stop you. You know, you have this beautiful, fiery Leo energy that is a leader, spiritual warrior. So when you remove any limitations, when you remove any sadness, any past painful memory, that's when you get rid of all the blocks and the obstacles, and that's when you can expand and develop further. Now, you may also feel very creative when it has to do with communicating, whether that's public speaking or writing or something with the media. If you want to work on any wounds from the past, like, you can use art as an outlet. You can use communication as an outlet. So if you feel like, you're feeling very artistic with your communication, whether that's written communication or public speaking, verbal communication, use this opportunity because there's an abundance of creativity available for you. And on March the 2nd, Mercury enters Pisces in your 8th house. Your eighth house is going to be very significant for you this month because we have the sun in your eighth house, we have Neptune in your eighth house, Mercury in your eighth house, and then later on, Saturn will be moving into your eighth house. And the eighth house has to do with the more serious aspect of life that involves money and resources. And with the eighth house, it's money that you share with others, resources that you share with others. This could be through a marriage, a partnership, investments. This is also the area of life that rules over the hidden parts of your psyche. This is also a very mysterious area of life. It also rules over intimacy. So, if you have to sign something during this time that has to do with money, or a partnership, just be very careful with Mercury and Pisces because Pisces can be an energy, especially because we have the Sun and Neptune in there, where it can sometimes be a little misty. So make sure you read the small print, make sure you are very clear before you make any agreements. Now, on March the 7th, we have the full moon in Virgo, as well as Saturn moving into Pisces. In fact, right after, like 55 minutes after, to be precise, after the full moon in Virgo, Saturn moves into Pisces. And Virgo and Pisces are opposite signs. So this is going to be a huge shift in your life. The second house rules over what you own, your money, your self-worth, and the eighth house rules over money you share with others or resources that you share with others. So this area is going to be very strong. So be very careful of what's coming up. What are you feeling? What is occurring in your life? Saturn will remind you of your limitations. Saturn will remind you of reality. And you have to, during this time, step into the Virgo energy and be very analytical, be very logical, and make decisions based on your logic as well as your intuition. Both of them merge. Like, that's what Saturn and Pisces is going to be teaching you. It's going to be teaching you to not just listen to your instincts and intuition, but also the logic, because in order to make an extremely aligned decision in any area of our life, we need both. We need the left hemisphere, the right hemisphere, the logic, the intuition, in order to make the most balanced choice decision. So money is going to be huge for you during this time. Just be very careful of not spending too much, or even with Saturn in your 8th house, it can bring some worry or stress, and the Virgo full moon, like, it can bring some anxiety around money as well. And it may remind you of a past experience that you went through when Saturn was last in your 8th house, and just think about what you went through during that time and what lessons Saturn was teaching you. Saturn is now going to be like, okay, have you been applying those lessons? Have you been applying those lessons? And have you been embodying all the lessons that I've been teaching you throughout that last cycle when I was in your 8th house? And if you want to learn more about how Saturn will be impacting you, I have an entire video presentation and predictions on this cycle. I will link it down below. On March the 12th, Jupiter and Chiron will be in a conjunction in your 9th house. This is a continuation of the energy you will feel at the beginning of the month with Venus and Jupiter in a conjunction. Now, both Jupiter and Chiron are very spiritual. Jupiter is very optimistic and all about that abundance and positivity and expansion, whereas Chiron is a wounded healer. So this is about healing some of the most deepest, darkest parts of us, our soul. So they both view spirituality in two different ways. But again, this is an opportunity to develop further in your belief systems and expand and heal. This is all about releasing anything that is not truly in alignment with you. And with Jupiter, Jupiter can expand things. So it can expand any wounds you may have, any triggers you may have. So just be mindful of what is occurring. And if you want to learn how to work with your own emotions, how to release trauma, how to work with your 7 chakras, and how to realign them, how to expand them, how to protect yourself using your own psychic energy for psychic protection, how to communicate with your guides. I have a spiritual alchemy guide for the mind, body, soul, and spirit, where I teach you all the methods and tools and techniques that you can apply in your life to be the alchemist that you are. So if you want to learn more, the link will be down below in the description box. On March the 16th, Venus enters Taurus in your 10th house, shining light on your career. So during this time, you may be very creative, you may enjoy being at work, you may be thinking about the future as well, and you may be already feeling a lot of changes because Uranus is here. So right now, you're going through a lot of shifts with your career, but with Venus entering your 10th house, you're going to feel very creative, and there'll definitely be some changes occurring. On March the 19th, Mercury enters Aries in your 9th house. So this is again emphasizing on higher learning, education, communication, your spiritual beliefs and philosophies. During this time, you may perhaps really enjoy learning about spirituality, or you may be learning something new. You may really enjoy communicating during this time. This is great to write and do public speaking. So you have a lot of energy in your 9th house this month. So higher learning, education, communicating, traveling also is huge for you, because on March the 20th, the sun enters Aries in your 9th house. So when the sun is in your 9th house, it is shining light and illuminating this area. You already have Jupiter here. You're going to have also Mercury. So there may be some developments around traveling. You're probably going to be visiting some foreign place that you've been perhaps wanting to visit for quite a long time. We also have the new moon in Aries on March the 21st. So this is again indicating that you may be traveling. There may be a possibility, or if you really want to travel in the future, or if you want to start something new that has to do with education, higher learning, or spirituality, or communicating, plant your seeds. It's a great time to manifest. Plant your seeds, get your vision board out, put your energy into what you want to attract into your reality. Like, this is going to be great for you. And also with this new moon in Aries, it's going to be activating your 10th house, because Venus, the North Node, and Juno will all be in a conjunction. So this is great to manifest as well when it comes to career. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to manifest? Is there a business relationship you want to manifest? Perhaps you want to be in a relationship where you work together. This is a great time to plant those seeds, because the universe is supporting you with this. On March the 23rd, Pluto enters Aquarius in your 7th house, in your opposite sign. So this will be shaking your reality, and it will be shaking your relationships. Relationships are so emphasized for you with this transit. Pluto will bring change, transformation, and it's not always easy. Pluto brings out all the shadows, all that we've been hiding. So this could be breakups, divorces. Maybe you'll meet somebody new that changes your life. Maybe it'll be a very spiritual relationship, or a relationship that just completely changes your life. So a lot of developments in this area, and I have an entire video on this transit as well. So if you want to learn more about how Pluto will be impacting you, I will link it down below. On March the 25th, Mars enters Cancer in your 12th house. It's been in Gemini since August 2022 for 7 months, and now it's going to move into your 12th house. So during this time, you may be focusing a lot on past experiences as well. You may be wanting to move forward, but right now, the universe is like, and your higher self is like, go inwards. And before you make any big decisions, before you move forward in life, before you completely just put your foot on the gas, go inwards and do some reflecting. So this may be a time where you feel like you're in like a battle with yourself, like you want to use your energy, but Mars is like, oh, I'm in the 12th house, I got to stay stuck here for a bit. Like, that's how it will feel. Like, Mars in the 12th house, it often feels stuck because I'd rather be in the first house. But it will eventually move into Leo, and that's when you will be able to be on go, 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 go. You're going to be on fire. You're going to be so assertive and so strong-spirited and just so confident, and you'll be able to achieve anything you want to accomplish. So with Mars and Cancer in your 12th house, it's more about reflecting on the past and really connecting with your subconscious and your unconscious and clearing any karma before Mars enters Leo. And that's when you're just going to be on fire. So, Leo, March is a huge month for you. So many changes. Take it easy. I hope March brings you the answers that you are seeking. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, and I'll see you next month. Lots of love.